And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break! Right there!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of... And a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Let's go now.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10. At their own 42. 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Quick with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey, check that, street.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
In motion right, Dobbs. On third down, Witherspoon. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Play action. It's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Now it's Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this is caught. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
14. Packers, nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Fields. And he's got it. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
21-0 our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay,
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Cougar 19. Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Go. Cowboy 80.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Okay, ready?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Witherspoon. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Operating from the gun. Witherspoon. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Come on.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ready.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Witherspoon. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
And I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing again is Fields. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double. Taking it right down Broadway. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Witherspoon. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Witherspoon. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he is going to have the Packers first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and the Packers are going to have a first down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fields on first down. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. so erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Darnell Mooney. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore. 32 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Packers 17. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to... And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Leads to second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. Got it back to within a score. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Sheds off the tackle.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That will throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook, 62 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Fields. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Witherspoon. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Witherspoon. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
85 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down.
First down, Bears.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And again, back to Kmet. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Looking to throw on second down, Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Again, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet from 10 yards out. And the Bears add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 25 yards that time.
25 yards on the play. That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Operating from the gun. Witherspoon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Complete to DJ Ward.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That one looks like he'll throw here. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 56, Packers 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but
it's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and through. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Off play action. Fields.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that's a...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 63, Packers 30. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the...
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
One of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's complete to Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here's third down and 4.
Riggs. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Witherspoon. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 49-yard line.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bears, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're